Kaiser, so and International Master 2932. Interesting, you don't usually see a straight Philidor like this. It's not considered very good for black these days. Yeah, white has very easy development. I'll just play bishop, for example, to f4, looks normal. Didn't really have to play bishop d5. I mean, queen d2 is also fine, but this looks quite nice for white. If I get e5 in, then he'll. I mean, he's really lacking space here, and bishop e6. Okay, so e5 he wants to answer with knight d5. Here rook e1 looks normal. And his position is still quite reasonable. I would think knight d7 is a sensible move, and then if e5 to follow it up with d5, and I'm not really sure I played this the right way. But he's taking his time here. Okay, queen b8 was a bit unexpected. I guess he wants to play queen, put his queen on b7. Now we try queen a4. I attack c6. And my knight will come to d4, maybe to f5. Yeah, if he plays like queen b7, knight d4, bishop d7, knight f5 looks at least somewhat promising. I'm not sure if knight f5 is really the right way to play this position. Because he'll play rook f8, and it's not a great structure in general. I actually kind of like to move queen queen b3. I mean, the endgame with the split up pawns, the isolated a pawn, looks rather pleasant for white. Not really a huge advantage or anything, but I'm still most likely going to get e5 in at some moment. And if c5, then knight f5 looks nice. After he's weakened some light squares. Okay, so he's going here, and f3, I guess he wants to go knight e5. So I could maybe consider bishop g3, so that I have f4 if he moves his knight. Rook e8 looks normal. Let's say h3. Knight e5 f4. He has to go back to g6. It's probably not the most ideal square for his knight. But it's not so bad for him. The knight is still annoying. And it's not easy to say how I should play this position. I should approach it like my instinct is to play knight f3. So let's go with that. At least it really restricts his knight, stops him from knight h4. It does open up the possibility of f5. On the other hand, I did take off some pressure from c6. I'm not too happy about that. I mean, if he could play f5 here. Yeah, f5. I'm thinking e5 is probably the right way to respond. Okay, d5 now. Now this does look like a good position. Question is, my bishop is really not great here. I want it to be on f2 and to have g3 in, but I can't really do this. I can play knight e2 and then bishop f2. I guess let's try that. Not really what I wanted. Knight e6 is a good square for the knight. Okay, he doesn't go for it. Instead, he goes for a5. Now I think it's time to go back. He'll play knight e6 and I'll play g3. Okay, I expected him to go knight e6. This pins my knight, but I don't think he wants to take. Let's just play g3, just preemptively. Put the rook on e2. Now I want to play knight a4. He could take an a4, but then I'll play king b2 or something. So here I'm happy to get this in. Although he can play c5, and then I'll take bishop c6, c4, sack the exchange. Okay, here I think I'm quite happy to get c3 and then king c2. On the other hand, maybe I did weaken mine. Okay, so rook d3. It's playing quite quickly and quite well. All right, rook e3. We have to speed it up a bit. c4. I'll take and I'll play rook d6. Really? Wow. Okay, now I have to sack. Things are going out of control for me. I didn't want to sack a piece like this, but at least it's still a bit of a mess. Knight a4, knight d7. At least I put my pawn there. Rook e2. Oh no. Yeah, this fell apart. And now we have to flag him, which I have no idea how to flag. So flagged him. Normally I don't like to do that, but that was really a dirty flag. I had a rook down for absolutely nothing. So I do apologize, but kudos to my opponent for completely outplaying me and finding some really nice tactics. C4 and bishop e8 was really unexpected, and